Okay, here we go. It's so loud in here. I don't want to be here anymore. So this is block of flats number 1. There are like 6, as I remember correctly. Total 6 blocks of flats. Anyway, those cars really annoy me, and I'm sleep deprived, so doubles annoy me. We used to sit around here. There was like a small wall around here, and this was also different. Everything changes. I guess this is how it is. Things must change. That gate, by the way, it wasn't there. It's a newly made. Those trees are old. You know, this one, these one. They are old. I remember them, and it's like 20 years ago. Oh my god. Yeah, this whole place was different as well. As you can see, it's newly made. I mean, it's like this couple of years, but it was open. I mean, there weren't any windows. There was only roof, and you could just jump. This wall wasn't here. I mean, it was like right here, and then you could just jump over. And there was a place where we used to hide when it was raining. But now it's all built up. You can hear a helicopter in the background, probably. So it's one of those sounds I really enjoy. It's really nostalgic because the plane would fly a lot. I mean, they still do, but not as often as before. But yeah. And this is the shop. I don't think it works anymore. There are lots of cars around. I wonder why. It's really old school. It's like, I don't know, probably more than 20 years old. Actually, it might be working. It used to be like fully packed. The whole building used to work. Then they started to close down like one section, the other section. Then it was like only one last bit operating. And the whole place was locked down. By the look of it, it doesn't work anymore. Someone bought this building, then they switched there. Right there, where the post office is. Yeah, I think it's locked. It definitely is. This is the football field, a football field where soldiers used to play their matches. Hasn't changed much, to be honest. Oh, the road is nasty here. There's so many cars around here. I think this fence was like a concrete one. We couldn't see back in the day what was behind it. Jesus. So many cars. I wonder what all this military personnel is doing here. I mean, there's nothing to do anymore. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the main gate, I guess. Oh, one thing. Statue. It's a statue. I'm missing so many words. When you're sleep deprived, your performance suffers a lot, and mine especially. So I'm gonna be missing lots of words today, I guess. I don't think you can see it anymore, but there used to be a statue around here somewhere. Yeah, you can still the like the concrete ground where it used to be. And the interesting thing is, my granddad made some bronze letters for this statue. It was like a statue about something, I don't remember even, because it was ages ago, but you can still see the remainings of it right here. This is the place where it used to be, and this whole place looked different because you'd have like a pavement right there, pavement right there, and pavement right there, leading straight to the building, to this building, right? So it's different. This tree is really old. We used to hang around on those branches, swinging around. Yeah, so this pavement, this one, would go right there, and you could just, you know, get across this grass field. Jesus, so much activity today, and I thought it's gonna be quiet at this time. It's 9:40, by the way. Okay, let's get inside, deep inside the housing estate, to the park. The park is located in the center. So this is still block of flat number 1. This is block of flat number 2, and we'll just go. This is block of flat number 2, and there's one. There's one right there, and this is the place where we came from, right there somewhere. Some years ago, they took some old planes. There was like a few planes standing right here, and I think 2 helicopters, but they have taken them away. As you can see, this gate up there, it used to be exactly the same as right there when I showed you. There were double gates. The first one letting people inside the housing estate, military housing estate, and the second one on the ground of military base. But both were closed. But when we were kids, we would still get into the military base, so would jump over the fence, or find a hole or something, and we'd still get in there. I mean, we were kids, right? So we couldn't get in big trouble. But now I wouldn't do it. Anyways, yeah, on this field right here, there used to be like a couple of planes. There's a military truck coming, probably with fuel or something. I love everything that's military. See, yeah, so this gate operates quite similarly to the one I remember when I was a child. Hopefully nobody will get angry with me for filming it. So this is one of the paths leading to the center of this housing estate. This is still number two building. I feel the view on this camera sucks. Anyway, let's get going. Actually, you know what? I wanna check one place. This building right there. I don't know what this building is. We never knew when we were kids, and I still don't know what it is. But I know this, that we used to come here and smoke cigarettes secretly right behind this building, right there. So I want to check this place. It has been like, I don't know, maybe 20 years, yeah, something like that. I have to watch out for mines, dogs' mines. Yeah, this is exactly the place where we used to smoke cigarettes. Oh my god, it's so funny. Yeah, we just hang around here, so no parents. I mean, my parents were somewhere else. This is where my grandparents used to live, but everyone else's parents were living in those blocks of flats, so everyone was hiding right here. And we were just smoking cigarettes. I mean, I didn't used to smoke a lot. I was just trying out. I was just hanging out with my friends who used to smoke. And I don't really remember these fans, but I remember that you were not able to see so easily before what's behind this wall, so it had to be concrete or I don't know, because it was always a secret. What's behind those walls, you know? You couldn't see, because when you are younger, you're small, right? You're just way down. So we were peeking, but we didn't see much. Now you can see everything. This is the building where like a pilot, how do you say this? When a pilot got shot down, he can eject from an aeroplane, and there was a training seat where you could, you know, eject yourself to see how it feels like. I remember when my my grandfather took me and wanted me to try it out, but I just chickened out, and I wasn't even that young. But I just, you know, I was scared. It looked scary, really scary, because it would just eject you so fast and so abruptly. You know, it was quite scary for me, so I didn't try it out. It couldn't be healthy for your insides to jump up like that. Anyway, yeah, it was nice to see this place again. Okay, so that was number 2 building. Let us get to the building number 3, house, block of flat number 3. This tower, radio tower, it wasn't here. It's newly made as well. As you can see, there are some soldiers right there. This is a guardhouse. This whole place looked so big when I was a kid. Okay, this is one of the interesting things, places. Somewhere around there, here, in the ground, there was a concrete hole dug out, and there was a fountain, a big fountain, to be honest, and it wasn't on the ground. Actually, it was deep inside the ground, so you could jump in. But when I was like really young, I used to remember when it used to be water inside, and there were fish swimming. Later on, it was dry. You could still jump in. We used to play there a lot. I don't think, yeah, this fence wasn't here. The second one was there, but this one wasn't here. So you could easily just go to the fountain, you know, and we were playing around inside of it, because it was quite big, you know. Okay, so as you can see, this is building number 3. block of flats number 3. And yeah, there are 6 in total. I think you can see this one right there is the 6th one. Okay, let's get going. So this is what you see right there. This is like one of the main buildings on the military base ground, I think. There are some pilots hanging out on the left. You can recognize them because of the suits, like onesies. When your bottom part of clothing and the upper part of clothing are connected.
A panu poważnie do filmowania jednostki? Ja pytam się poważnie.
One second. Okay, so it turned out it was one of my friends. I mean, I didn't know him personally. I knew his father when we were a child. You know, everyone knew everyone on this in this place. So he was just fooling around with me, and I was like all hostile. Why? I don't need any permission to film right here. I mean, basically I think you need, because this is military base, right? Military base ground. But this part, actually it's a civil part of this military base, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, we talked a little bit. It's funny thing because he knew me. I somehow recognized his face, but I didn't know who exactly he was. Anyway, he knew exactly my name. He was much older than me, so when we were kids, when we saw them, they were like, you know, adults. So we didn't hang around together. But he knew me and I knew his face, you know, so he was just fooling around with me. It was kind of funny. Anyway, back to the sightseeing, I guess. By the way, I was teaching his son in the nursery, in the kindergarten. He knew it as well. Anyway, as you can see, there's a helicopter right there, which is kind of cool. I mean, I'm not fond of helicopters. I prefer airplanes with propellers. I like the sound of them. It's like a nostalgia sound for me. As you can see, this building, it's like a military club. Soldiers used to hang around in there. My uncle, which is who is my mother's brother, had wedding party right in this building. That was the last wedding I was at, first and last, I guess, and the second one I'm going to my girlfriend's wedding party. Sorry, not my girlfriend's wedding party. I'm going for to her family weddings party or something like that. Never mind. Let's check those planes out. They're kind of cool. I wanted to photograph them some years ago, but they just wouldn't come out as I wanted. Yeah, they're pretty cool. This plane is called Iskra. It's a jet plane, as you can probably see. There are no propellers. Zasłużonym lotnikom ziemi radomskiej. I would translate it, but I would need more time. It's something for the pilots from Radom City. But yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Okay, basically we are on the military ground right now. There is one interesting thing. I don't know if it's still here. Oh my god, it's still here! Look at this wheel right here. When we were kids, we didn't know what it is, and I still don't know what it is. This thing right here. I mean, it looks really old. There's a moss growing on it. It was one of the coolest things when I was younger, and it still looks so cool because I don't know what it is, but it looks cool. giant wheel of something. It will probably still be here after, I don't know, lots of years. So yeah, this is the place where the fountains were before. They must have filled the hole in the ground, you know, just plant grass and it disappeared. And I don't remember this place much, to be honest, because it wasn't an interesting part. We weren't hanging around here a lot, but this fence right here is an original one. This is where the military base would start ages ago, so it hasn't changed much. Maybe the fence was different, but this is the place where it was forbidden for even the children and from you know, people living here to get on the perimeter of the military base right here. There was a oh my god, I forgot the word. I don't even know if I knew the word for. It's not cherry tree. It's different. The fruit is much sweeter and it's yellow. In Polish it's called mirabelka, but I don't know how do you call it in English. I have to check it out. Anyway, we used to come here and we used to climb on a tree and eat those fruits. As you can see, there are some planes right there. So yeah, I've been to this building for I mean, a couple of times, but I haven't been that many times. It says 42nd pilot base or something like that. 42. baza lotnictwa szkole. Oh, my eyes are really bad. Something about pilots. Anyway, it was one of those main buildings. This was the first one, and there is another one right there behind the trees. I don't think you can see them. It's where the high command used to dwell, used to work. It's nice to see that people still, you know, cut the grass around here. The thing is, when this housing estate was a military one, because this is like the military base separated itself from this, and civil people can live here right now. In past, only military personnel could live in those blocks of flats. So if you were from outside the military, you couldn't live in those blocks of flats. So you had to be a military person. This is the gym. This is the military gym. We used to ask for a permission. We asked soldiers for permission to go to the gym and have fun during long autumn evenings and winter evenings, where the sun was going down real quick, when we had not much to do. So we were going around, you know, asking soldiers to let us inside, and we were playing in this gym inside. It was cool. We used to smoke cigarettes there as well. Anyway, this is like where the radio control, I mean, this is like the place where people from a phone connection kind of thing worked. They were like, I don't know what they do, what they did, what they are still doing probably, I don't know, but it was always a mystery, you know. When I was a kid, I was always wondering, what do people do there? Anyway, yeah. So this is the building. I would love to get inside. I don't think I might get in trouble doing so, but we can try. First we can circle this building, this whole place around here. We couldn't see what's behind the wall because it was all it was concrete wall, so you couldn't see what's on the other side. It was always a mystery. Actually, I want to go and take a look right now because, oh my god, it's so weird to see what's on the other side because
Pana, co pan tu filmuje?
so actually, yeah.
Proszę pana bardzo.
Yes.
To jest, ale moment, to jest obiekt chroniony i tutaj nie można kamerować.
Okej.
No kamery.
Okay.
Ale no sorry, musi pan to wykasować.
Okay. No problem. No problem.
Ale
I have
Proszę.
a,
momencik.
okay, so actually, you can still get in trouble for filming here. You know, there are like no secrets here anymore. But people are so uptight about security, which is kind of weird because there's nothing here anymore. I mean, the building is not even working. But yeah, I've been there like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, and there were already 2 people coming up to me, and you can't record here because it's a military ground, and yeah, you have to delete this file and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, it's weird, because this used to be my place, This used to be my place, and my place. I mean, when we were kids, we felt like this is our place, This whole place belongs to us, and it's weird someone to tell you can't film here, because it's a military ground. What do you mean it's a military ground? This is my freaking place. I knew every single hole in this place, It's so weird. Anyway. Yeah. So this is like the newly made parking spot for cars because there were so many cars. People had to think about new parking spots. But I remember there used to be a tennis court right here. It was old. Nobody was playing there, but it used to be. Okay, so this is block of flat number 4, and this is block of flat number 5, which is where my grandparents live, in the first staircase entry, right there, right here. Okay, let's get going. As you can see, there are garages. There are plenty of them right here. And they're old. They're really, really old. I think my grandfather used to build his, or I don't know, I'm gonna show you later on. There are some old garages here as well. And you can see there's an old ruined building. I remember one evening, it was on fire. I don't know how to call this building in English, but they were burning coal in there and pump heat to the blocks of flats around here. So in Polish it's called kotłownia. So they burned fuel, coal, and the heat was transferred to the blocks of flats right there. So yeah, so this is the building from behind. We used to hang around right there on the stairs, and behind it we used to played hide and seek between those garages. It was a risky game because there were lots of poos, dogs, crap on the ground. So at least one of us came out of there, with the shit on his shoes or something like that. I shouldn't say that bad word. Anyway, I don't want to go in between those things. There are like ticks and other bugs probably. Plus it's all they're full of plantation, plants. You can't pass through those garages. But when they weren't built, obviously, because they are from metal. They were when people put them here. You can still see some spaces, and where we used to just run in between of those garages, have fun. It wasn't fun when you stepped in the dog's crap or get a cobweb in your face. That wasn't fun. But yeah, we used to hide and seek. Okay, let's see if no one's follow us, because they're really uptight about filming it. I mean, Jesus Christ, I understand it's a military base, but come on, there's nothing interesting here anymore. And this is the place, wow, this is the place where the trains would come with fuel, with coal, with I don't know what else. But yeah, I think they are still working, I'm not sure. Let's see what's there. As you can see, this is the gate. There used to be a soldier walking back and forth here, just checking. We couldn't get too close to the gate because he was, scaring us. He had an AK on his back, so we were really, really scared when we were kids. But we didn't give a damn. We still, would come here and annoy him. So yeah, this is the place. We couldn't see what's in there. I remember. Oh, you can still see this concrete wall. It used to be like around the whole military base. We couldn't see what's on the other side because of that wall. This is an old school wall right there, and the other one separating the village from the military base right there. This is how it looked like. So this is the place where they used to store coal, and big building behind it. This is where they would burn the coal and get heat to those blocks of flats right there. I want to take a look at this place one more time, because there were horses right there. I don't know if they're still there. But yeah, I can hear some car. Is it a security or something? I don't know. It might be security. Might get in trouble. Anyway, let's improvise here just a little bit, because when I used to grow up here, Dzień dobry.
Wojskowe, a to jest zabronione.
Wie pan co, że tak powiem, ja tylko wspominam sobie, jak tu było za dziecka.
Aha, no dobrze. Wie pan co, no niech pan przejdzie z nami.
Jasne, oczywiście, że tak.
Niech pan idzie.
Jestem u dziadków, że tak powiem. Mruk Jan, major, pilot. Służył tutaj, jest na emeryturze teraz.
Siądzie pan z nami, przejdzie.
Jasne. So, actually I got into a trouble. I was held by security, and I had to explain myself. Why am I filming? So yeah, I guess a strict military discipline still works fine. And yeah, actually there were like 6 people that came for me, and they took me in the car, and we went to one of the military buildings right there, and I had to explain myself, why am I recording, who am I, and I was like, full confident, because this is my place, you people are on my ground, right? But they were really nice. I had to explain myself, and I'm back here, right? So let's go where we started, but this time we're gonna go straight to the allotment place where people mainly from those buildings from this housing estate had their own little, you know, green piece, a place where they could grow vegetables, fruit, you know, kept their flowers and stuff like that. The place where they would go and chill, basically. So let's go right there. That's weird, you know, being held by military personnel in the place where you grew up from. I mean, that was weird. It felt like home, to be honest. I didn't feel stress or anything. I was just afraid of my footage, but the guy asked me to show the footage, and I showed him, you know. Actually, I showed him the part when I was talking to myself after the my friend's encounter. I mean, person who knew me. And yeah, we're back into wild. Still recording. So we would call this place like garages number 2, or the second garages, because this is the second line. And sometimes when we kick the ball from the field behind those garages, we have to come around here and take the ball back to the field. That's weird. Yeah, that at least was interesting. Too bad I couldn't record. They asked me if I'm still recording when I was in the car, and I wasn't. I was just worrying about my footage, you know. So this is the, like, people, mainly military people, would come here, you know, and drive their cars here and check their engines, change oil. There was like, it's still here, I don't know if you can see it. It's still there. It's like a big hole where people would dump oil, old oil and some car parts. It's all garbage here right now. Okay, so those are the railway tracks, and this is block of flat number 5 right here. And this is the window of my grandparents' window, somewhere around here, top floor, right side. Anyway, block of flats number 4, block of flats number 5, and the last one will be block of flats behind this one, block of flats number 6. So, as you can see, there is a concrete playing field, football field, and this is the first line of garages, and my grandfather's garage is somewhere around here. Okay, let's get on the tracks. I think I'm gonna show you one of the most interesting things about this place, because it's actually quite shocking that they have reacted so quickly, you know, because I wasn't around for like a couple of minutes and they have already, you know, came for me. Who are you? Why are you recording? Do you have permission to record? Obviously I don't have permission to record. I own this place, right? I mean, me and my friends. Mimi, Skipper, a bunch of other dudes. I remember all of you. By the way, by the look of it, the fresh oil on the trucks, it looks like someone keeps them still in working order. When we were a kid, we used to play with those things. We used to, you know, just move them around. It's really heavy because what it does, it moves trucks, you know, and it switches trucks. But it was fun back in the day. Actually, you know what? We were putting some stuff right there, and we would smash it with this thing. we would just, you know, play with it. Then we would like put small toy cars in there, and we would smash it. We would smash a lot of different things. Anyway, oh my god, this place is disgusting now. Look at the garbage. It wasn't like that before. It was all clean. When it wasn't civil housing estate. Wait, okay, it follows me. Soldiers would come here and clean the place. It was really tidy, you know. It was clean. It wasn't a single litter on the ground, because soldiers they were disciplined to come here and take care of this place. And now, when the military cut off itself from the housing estate, it's just neglected, you know. People don't care about this place anymore. And another interesting fact is this thing on the ground, this here, it was made for the trains which were coming with people for the air show, which is like an aeroplane show, which is held here every couple of years. It's gonna be still here in like 2 years, I think, so hopefully I can be here. And the most interesting part about this place is right there, behind this tree line and the garbage, you know. So this is like a little hill over there. We're gonna go there, but for now just keep walking. I'm gonna show you a playing field which was quite rough, you know, because it was all concrete. And it actually, let's go here for a second, and it wasn't easy to play on it, because once you fell, you were totaled, you know. You had your all knees in blood because of the roughness of this concrete. Just look at it, how rough it is. So when you fell, there was pieces of glass on it as well. So when you fell, you were sure you're gonna bleed. But we used to play here. It was quite nice. So yeah, this playing field hasn't changed much. I mean, of course, it wasn't so overgrown with plantation, but yeah, it was rough. I mean, you really didn't want to fall on this ground. No slides. Okay, and this little hill was like the coolest thing in the winter, because when we were young, we would take the oh my god, how do you call those? Sledges? You know, the things you sit on and slide on the snow. So we used to love it. Sometimes even the older guys used to pour water on this hill and make an ice slide. So it was really slippery and was cool. If you take a little bit of run and jumped and start sliding, you would go all the way somewhere around here. So yeah, it was cool back in the old day. By the way, this building right there, it wasn't there. There was like a small building which used to be a school. My mother and my mother's brother used to go there to school, but it's gone, you know. It's not there anymore. I'm gonna show you this building because I haven't seen it from close before. Oh my god, where was the last time when I was on this hill? Oh my god, it feels weird to step on this very ground when I was younger. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. So yeah, so this is what we saw when we were younger. We used to come on bicycles here and just ride down. slide down during winter. So they've made this giant building right there, which wasn't here before. There was like a small building, and it was a school, you know. My friends from this housing estate, from this place, used to go to this school, which isn't here. This building is new. There was like only one floor, one story, one floor. There weren't 2 floors of the building. It was really low building, and it wasn't big. There weren't that many children, you know, from this housing estate. So from this place you can see block of flat number 1. There is number, I don't think I can see it, but there is number 2, and this is number 6, and this is number 5. Okay, we'll go to the park later on, but for now let's head and check out the mysterious thing. It's really interesting because many people don't remember it. I can barely remember it because it was so many years ago. But when I was really young, there was something here which isn't very popular nowadays because of the, I don't know, health regulations, health laws and stuff like that. But back in the day, nobody gave a crap about it. People had lots of fun, and it used to work. It used to work really well, because I remember this place was packed with people all around it. And what it is, it was an open swimming pool. Yep, that thing was an open swimming pool, and I remember it. And I remember it so vivid and so clear. So this place right here, this was the children's place. This is where the children used to play. It wasn't deep. It was like, I don't know, kids' knees height of water level. So it wasn't deep. Jesus, this stuff overgrown so fast. I mean, I haven't been here for years, I think. But as you can see, plants really enjoy this place. And this right here, that was the adults zone, you know. It was much deeper. I don't know how deep it was, 2 meters probably. But it had the water, I don't know if I remember correctly, but yeah, the water was at least to half of this slope. So it was quite deep actually. I remember this little wall right here. This wall. People were lying and sitting on it all around it. It was all packed. Sometimes you couldn't find a place to sit because people were sitting all around it. They were lying on the towels, sunbathing, just resting before they go back to the pool. And even on the grass, you can't see it because it's so overgrown, but there was a nice grass over here, and people were lying here as well. I remember the ice cream guy was coming round this whole place, and he was selling ice creams. Oh, we can see a bed. Someone made a bed here. And this is like the place where people would... actually, can you see this railing? This railing, you could easily reach it from the water, I think. So the water was... Actually, you know what? I'm not sure, but the water might be almost to this line. I don't really remember, you know. I was really young. I could be like 6 years old, maybe 7 years old. I don't really remember. I'm 35 now, so Um, so much glass around here. I think I'm gonna change and switch cameras, you know, because this place it doesn't look too open with this angle of from this camera. I wanna show you. I wanna show you it from a different perspective, the more similar to what I see right now. You can still see the ladder, which is amazing because I don't think there's a ladder on the other side anymore. By the way, during winter we would come here and slide on the ice. I mean, not back in the day when the pool was working. I don't remember this, but years after it was already not working, and it wasn't overgrown and it wasn't littered as much as now. There was like water, you know, because the rain was coming down and the water would just keep here, stay here, and it would freeze, and we would come here and slide, you know, on our shoes. It wasn't too smooth to use ice skates or anything, but I know people tried ice skating here as well. Oh, I like this part a lot. This ladder, I mean, it's so old. It's at least, I think it's at least 30 years old, 25 at least. I'm 35 and I can remember it, so yeah, probably more than 30 years old. Okay, I'm gonna switch camera to the other one and show you this place from another perspective, okay? 1 second.